Judge and Commissioners Court, thank you for this time. My name is Mark Lowery. I live at 3712 Lonesome Creek Road in Granbury, Hood County, Texas. I want to follow up on the special meeting that was arranged last week. It was an amazing turnout with people from all walks of life of Hood County trying to express their concerns about what's going on in the nature land of Hood County. There were executives, retired people, there were ranchers, there were tenants, there were homeowners, a broad spectrum of people. Unfortunately, all of them couldn't get in and speak, but I think what it demonstrates is the concerns that we residents of Hood County have for the future of our lovely county. The legacy of this court will be one of two things. They're going to be a legacy of allowing industrial complexes to come in without any checks and balances, and eventually destroying our environment, ruining the nature land of our county, or it'll be one that stood up strong in a time in America where our environment is important and we can do things. We have to stretch 231 subchapter K as much as we can to benefit us. We have to look at this Brazos packet they presented to you. You got to take decisive actions and soon before this county nature area gets lost and then we lose it. The generations will look back at us and they will see how disappointing it is. We all learned at a very young age, whatever goes up comes down. This watershed is the entire county. It says in subchapter K, the entire county is impacted by the watershed. So whatever goes up, whether it's magnetic fields, is emissions of some sorts, is coming down into our watershed. We have to take decisive action. Your legacy will be on whether you let this county slip away from us or you preserve it for future generations. I'm going to step back a second here and I want to talk on what others in this esteemed group behind me, Mr. Harrell and Constable Shirley, spoke about. I'm one of the few people in this room, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong and it's over with, spent 35 years of my life in law enforcement. I understand completely what it means to investigate somebody, to detain somebody, to arrest somebody, to present an investigative package to the courts for prosecution, and yes, put people in jail, penitentiaries for long periods of time. As I spoke with Mr. Biggers, who was arrested by this county, it's a serious business, and every law enforcement officer needs to take that responsibility each morning and decide they're going to share their service with upright standing and be fair without personal vengeance or without political vengeance or without any violation of the constitutional rights that they choose. And I'm concerned of what I've witnessed throughout this period of time since Biggers. We've also had other people, just most recently, Colton. I can't speak on the elements of the crimes. I'm not going to sit here and say anybody's innocent or guilty. What I'm going to say, they weren't a threat to the community. They weren't a threat of risk of flight. There has to be discretion. Law enforcement has discretion. I know our district attorney's office is busy. I've presented cases to them, cut and dry cases, over $100,000 losses that took 2 years to prosecute. And I have cases that sat over there that I presented on clients that were never investigated. I don't know why. You call in, you meet with them, it never happens. This is not the way law enforcement is supposed to work in our county. This commissioner court can be a decisive bully pulpit and speak to the law enforcement officials in this county and take a step back of what we're trying to turn this county into. I talked about a legacy earlier on the environment. I'm talking about a legacy of this court. This is all over the United States now through various formats. Your legacy will be one of fairness, equitable distribution of our laws and enforcement of those laws, or it's going to be one where people are afraid to come to this county. They're going to be one where people are going to leave this county because they're afraid to travel in and around this county without being unnecessarily arrested. So I ask that you really reach deep down inside yourself and take some decisive action to get this stuff to stop. Thank you.